I did this. Where is it? Community, community events thingy. So I'll be going through this to um, basically try and get some events. Most people want alpha, crypto, alpha poker, more education, value, alpha events. So it seems everyone wants more alpha events. So that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find some educators to go through this because the Crypto Corner one is probably my favorite event at the moment. PJ also said he wants to jump on and do a training event for something that he's working on and see if people like it, etc. Yeah, so I've only got Kale's website review. Earlier today we had Smart Money. Um, Basically, he jumped on, traded forex, and anyone that was on the call basically saw him make, what was the exact number? Saw him make $5,921 from the live trading session. So if you guys are in forex, definitely jump on those ones because yeah, he's doing live trading, watching the markets as they happen live, and then so if you're on live, you could have made had accounts going as well, you could have made 5,921. They are at a weird time, but that's he trades the New York Open, the Asian Open, or the New York End. Oh, sorry, I lie. It's the New York Open. That's what he's trading. Yeah, that was a 200,000 account, so he's made 3% um yesterday. Cool. Also, he's changed his strategy a little bit. So he is coming out with a training course that he's gonna give all Monkz holders who want it, and then basically show anyone who is interested how to do that. So everyone in Monkz loves that let's make money. Sort of, we've all got that let's make money mentality. So do attend those calls. They are, yeah, as I said, they're at a strange hour, but yeah, if you do attend them, they can certainly pay off because yeah, he made $6,000 essentially last night live trading. So then I've got the KO website review, um, and then yeah, so the balance. Did you just update this balance sheet, Dizzy? So the Dow funds, we've got 1.3 ETH. We've got 98.9 for staked ETH. So we've got about 250,000 sitting in there at the moment at today's current ETH price. Royalty funds 0.4, deployer wallet 0.864, and 0.34 wrapped ETH. So we're sitting on some good money at the moment, and it's going up. Continues to go up and up and up. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we'll go quickly through, guys. Today, this is going to be a short, shorter roundtable because a lot of the stuff we have, a lot of the stuff is going to be stuff we're missing. So our portfolio, if you're a keeper, you can see that our portfolio proposal up in keepers. So the next sort of steps for that would be push that forward for community voting procedure. So basically, what's going to happen there is we are going to chop up all the money that we have and then start investing. It's probably a good time to start investing with the ball going back. Corporation question. Oh, sorry. Does anyone have anything to add to that or ask? the Monkz
How,
DAO
how
portfolio.
yeah, so how does the DAO portfolio get distributed, and then how do we choose where the money goes?
So in the proposal, Basil has um, sort of said, okay, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's like buy some Bitcoin, buy some altcoins, use some to community projects. So once it gets past keepers, it will be submitted to the whole community, and then we can vote on it. And then if someone doesn't like something on it, we can sort of say, oh, can we change this number to this number? But he's gone through it very uh gone through it like in high detail to um what's the word I'm looking for? Like he's thought about it a lot. He's been working on this a lot. So some of it's gonna be for like um odds forex stuff, some's gonna be for if a community member wants to start up a business or an idea, it's going to be some towards that. Some's going to be in staked ETH. Some's going to be in Bitcoin. Some's going to be in like uh, shit coins, all of that. So instead of it just sitting there and all being ETH, we're going to push some of it to into investing, basically. So we can hopefully make this portfolio a lot bigger. Because right now it's just in staked ETH, and it is making ETH on ETH, but we're spending more than we're making. So if we can change that and get some good gains, then we can reinvest those funds into other things, and then hopefully be going from there, up and up and up.
Yeah, this is kind of what I've been waiting for.
Perfect. Incorporation question. So I read it to the community last time. I've submitted it to Eli as well. The next steps will be sort of wait for him to pop in, and we can maybe do do an event around that. And everyone can ask the questions or share ideas, or we can share the document out and go from there. Faction leaders. Yeah, as you guys know, Miss Lynn's the new faction leader of Seiko, and Bud is Sohei. If you do hold those monks in your wallet, you can see they've sent a little message to basically say thank you for trusting them, and yeah, so hopefully we can get those groups more active, and we can start doing something with them. I don't really have too much to add on that. Weapons. So last week we, Fire and PJ had a conversation about these weapons. So PJ's pretty much ready to go. He just needs the the images that Fire has done to be different format, and then we can make them as NFTs. And then design the contract and then link everything to the website. The website's being done now by Kale, and we'll have a final website review. It's the next event. So for me, it's tomorrow. For you, yeah. So for you guys, for it's tomorrow at, let me change that, 9 a.m. So for you guys, it is tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. And we'll go through that then. Yeah, so basically PJ's just waiting on those files, and then we're gonna have a mint page that will go on the website, and then that's and Kale can link everything up, and then hopefully we can have weapons soon, because I know everyone wants them. Anyone have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I had a question. Is the mint gonna be free?
We are trying to figure that out. Not sure who's gonna pay the gas, or if it's gonna be an airdrop, or how we're gonna the exact answer to that.
You said the mint itself wouldn't have a cost, but we pay gas. Okay. Yeah, I think this would be good, like a good marketing push again, because like this would bring back a lot of people that may be inactive or just kind of like waiting for that mint to happen and then retaining the people that come back. That's going to be the challenge, retaining people and getting activity back because like even crypto collective, that Discord, I'm not going to say it died out, but like after like the bull run when I came into crypto, like I just noticed a lot of things kind of fell off, but I'm thankful that you guys are like still like grinding and I come back and like you guys are like still in the trenches. So props to you guys. Well, I mean, well, I'll meet here's what I'll say as someone that doesn't have a lot of crypto that like I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of the projects I invested in rugged and then just like weren't good projects to invest in long term. So like I didn't really make it in crypto. So it kind of like I don't know how to say it. It kind of took the air out of me. So I was like, crypto not so great. But like if there's a way that we could get people to win that like are kind of like me. I'm not claiming to be a pro at trading, right? Like I'm looking at Solana meme coins to try to make quick wins. But like if there's a way to protect someone like me and help them grow in the cryptos, like that's what I really want from Crypto Monks. Like I just want to take what little money I have and then invest it into things that are actually going to like be profitable. And so like if there's like events, right now it's 4 p.m. and I'm at my job, so I can't really I can't really devote the right attention to this. But if there's like other events that happen where it's like, hey, like we want to help you out, or like even like if the DAO fund somehow rewards people that are still crypto monks holders or things like that, that'd be great, because like I want to be involved. Well, my thing is I do want to invest, but like I can't afford to take losses. So like that's kind of like, and I mean everyone's taking risks being in the space. And like it'd be great just to like everyone makes money, but like that's not the reality of the situation. Yeah, for sure. Like I don't care what I make money in. I prefer to do it in the crypto space though because I know it's gonna grow, you know. But like yeah, I just need to the problem is whenever I come into Crypto Monks or like any other Discord and I've been like inactive, I don't know where to go for information like in the channels. Like is it just like alpha training? Is that what I ping? Okay.
All right. Cool. So the next one is marketing. Miss Lynn, are you around?
I am around. I spoke to
Uh,
Fire Convoy, and I have a go for all weapons. He doesn't care if I release all of them, so I will be starting the weapon of the week and dropping like it'll just be one day, but it'll be just dropping like a riddle, and people can guess on Twitter which weapon I'm talking about. It will slowly introduce each weapon that Fire has made, and just kind of get it out there. Also, was thinking of kind of like doing a meet the team where the core team or whoever is working on Monk can write a little paragraph on themselves. It could be a personal one or their Web3 bio, and then just kind of use that as marketing purposes too to show who's still around, who's working, who's kind of grinding in it. And yeah, that's about it. Not too much on my end.
okay, give me one sec. All right, cool. Does anyone have anything to add to marketing? Oh, okay. Security, Mr. Dizzy. Any security updates to? All right, cool. PJ smart contract. So PJ has been said to me he's going to start working on these. So going to give him time to do that. Poker. The poker game. We need to reach out to FOMOCOP and find and create the next game. I reckon what we do the next game is just the holders only one. So there are prizes, but it's for holders only. That might help with the floor price, but yeah, we can have a discussion about that. Well, next week is the last Friday of the month, so in 9 days. So yeah, I reckon what we do with that is we make it a holders only. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Website. So the website's basically ready to launch. We're gonna do a website review on tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. He's gonna jump on, show us how the website works. And if anyone has any feedback, please do drop in because yeah, we can still change some things. And right now there's only a few eyes on it, but if there's lots of eyes, it would be very good.
Have we got a date? Have we got a month that we're going to look at launching?
Oh, we can basically launch it today, but so jump into that chat tomorrow, and then we can ask him exactly when we're going to launch it, because that can happen today. But I would like.
And I did have a question about the DAO. One more question. Um,
Yeah.
when the site goes live, right? Was the original plan that whichever faction has like the most monks and the most chi and like the war system, they would have control of the DAO? Was that the idea? Yeah. Well, yeah, the re the, the reason that I brought it up is like so the three founders, right? The only one that really, yeah, I mean, weren't there three people that originally started other than PJ, but then they kind of dropped off? Or am I wrong about that? So yeah, so that's why I'm saying like maybe the DAO system's a great idea, like in theory, but like You know, it would take another NFT community essentially coming in, either buying a bunch of monks and then adding weapons, or just buying weapons and then creating their own faction, right? Yeah, they're not really a part of it. Yeah, and like that's why I've kind of like, but my idea, right, as someone who doesn't have really any money in crypto but has like a bunch of like rugged NFTs and like a few good ones that like actually are like kind of like monks, right, under the radar, right? Um, it'd be great if we just didn't reward people from the DAO, but actually took what we had and just made more of it, so we have more to give out later. You know, because like yeah, it'd be cool if like the DAO, like there was a way, like say that you made a call that like actually made money, and like I'm not saying that people are obligated to give back to the DAO, but like that's kind of where you got the information from. Like it'd be cool if like people actually like donated back into the system, so it could like reward it just compounds on itself, you know?
Maybe that's something we can do with marketing as well. We can get Miss Lynn to post out onto Twitter. Who like what's the best alpha community, or who's the best alpha caller for shitcoins um or anything like that, and we can see if we can get people recommending people, and then we can go and approach them. That's something you guys think would be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean anything that's like not too, because uh, like we have like a community here that's like actively invested in making the DAO bigger, right? So like anything that could bring value to monks. But I definitely believe like with this weapons, like the weapons mint, like the marketing's probably the most important part, because like after that, like what's next steps for monks, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I was actually sorry. I was just actually clearing my throat. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. In regards to all this conversation, I'm excited that we're going to be investing. I think leaving that money sitting in a DAO, not earning anything at this point. I also want to say as well, thank you for the core folks for all you've been doing. I mean, you've kept Monkz alive, and I value you all so much for doing this. And I think now with this smaller, streamlined group, with the amount of money we have, I think there's an opportunity to make some smart investments right now, build up our the size of our DAO. I think I actually agree with this idea to rethink. I know we had the additional idea of the different factions and how Ascension, and I loved all that. I was fully on board. Now that everything's changed, just kind of rethinking that. I hadn't thought of it till now. I think is good idea to make sure we're not vulnerable to people coming in and taking over the project. But more importantly, now that we can start earning some money, investing in some tokens as things are starting to increase in value, build up the amount we have, and get ready for a new influx of money into Web3, where we can invite new people into the project and then kind of shape it in a direction everyone here thinks it's appropriate to go, with a core focus on education like we've always had. I think there's a real opportunity to kind of rise from the ashes here and build something new. And it starts with investing in some coins that are going to make some money. And we're sitting in the right spot for this. To shift to a slightly different topic, something that I discussed with Basil last Thursday. I was curious all along about, who holds the keys to the Gnosis wallet and making sure that we've kind of tightened everything up around there. I understand that the people that have access to that have changed. I kind of was always wanting to make sure that, with all the things that have happened, we all know about in Web3, that the money didn't disappear one day. So the quick update I got, I was thankful to hear that. I would like a more thorough update on security around access to the funds.
So basically, all of these decisions weren't just made by us; they were made by the keepers, and then it got to a community vote, and then there is many Google documents about this. So this happened along last year. So basically, we thought exactly the same thing about security. So we kicked off.
Yep.
Josh and Jang, just in case they because it needed 2 wallet sign. Anything needs 2 needed 2 wallet signers. So we've beefed that up to 3. Keepers are the ones who decided who would do it. So it was a voting system. And then the people who got voted in, then it went to a proposal, and then the community voted on that. And then we've put those things. So we've changed it from 2 to 3 signers. So 3 people need to be on there, and the people so everything was done, voted in by
Sounds
the
great.
keepers, and then
Yeah,
and then
sounds great. Thanks for doing this. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a good idea. In my perspective, yeah. I vote for Basil, and Miss Lynn would also get a vote of mine. Okay, sounds good. That sounds awesome. Not a security risk, I agree, and still let's keep it as tight as possible. So excellent. Thank you for doing this. Love it. And the next thing that came up in speaking with Basil is that we don't hold the IP. Who is it, Jang or Josh? It's Josh, is that right? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds great. IP, Josh, and how we can acquire that is kind of what I'm curious about. Okay. Yep. Yep.
So, yeah,
Okay.
So here's my thought process behind it, right? Like they helped out at the beginning and then they dipped out, right? So it shouldn't be a matter of we have to pay them for it, right? Like, did they? Yeah, I
Should
mean that.
shouldn't is one thing. The reality is he owns it, and if he thinks there's value there, that's just he owns it. So we need to figure out how to navigate it. Yes,
Well, I don't think it's
exactly.
a. I don't think it's a battle, right? Like it's just a matter of, hey, bro, like we've been building, and
We don't know. He owns it. Yeah. There's many psychological realities around it. He owns the IP, and until we're able, I mean, it would be ideal to say, "Hey, can you please give it to it?" And he gives it to us. But I, I mean, that would be ideal, and it's about what he perceives as the value. And the sooner we do this, the better, because of
I agree.
people are seeing that money's coming back into the system. So people's perception of value and the reality of value are two very different things. So I guess we'll need to figure out. I mean, I remember last time we were discussing incorporation, there were pros and cons to it. Is there a timeline to this? And I'm not like calling you out or questioning. I'm simply curious. Do we have a general timeline of when we want to make a decision around incorporating? Yeah, sure. I remember that. Sure. I remember. Yeah. Definitely. It's interesting that there's 900 holders, right? Is that what you said? Of the 3,333. So, and now there's only what 15, 20 people that are active now. So it's interesting in that we have an opportunity to make some streamlined decisions. And so, yeah, I'm trying to think about how to do that.
I
Yeah. Oh,
agree.
yeah.
I've found one issue to be like true in the past of like trying to make things happen is like a too many cooks in the kitchen type deal where it's like I propose an idea and I like want to do something and then it's like, oh no, I'm already taking care of that. And I'm like, dude, I want to help, but like, so yeah.
Or maybe set things in motion, and then the people that are around and come back, they can have active participation. But that seems like, I mean, you're already doing it. You're all doing a great job. So thank you for all you're doing. And yeah, seems like if we can knock off incorporation and I had no idea about incorporation IP, it would tighten things up after you've already taken care of protecting our investment with the wallet. One last thought, and then I'll silence. Is if we're looking for people to make calls, I've learned a lot in Neo Tokyo on sold meme coins, and I've gotten a little momentum here myself. And I could connect you with the person who is very adept at it and has kind of been leading in Neo Tokyo. So I just have one potential contact, but that's a meme coin, so I don't know if it would work. This guy's looking to start his thing. He started on Telegram. I think he would be open if we wanted to get someone who is very focused on it. You need to be watching those like constantly and watch the movements on the meme coins. But he's made some killer calls. I've been throwing them out to the community, like Myro is doing quite well, and a couple others like that. I'm trying to toss them out to the group a little bit. Yeah, well, he is interested. So, if we want that, it would be for this. It would be for soul meme coins. He's a soul expert. So that's just one name. If you want to do it, let me know. I had my first good night on Friday night. I had a nice big chunk turnaround that now I'm getting ready to reinvest. So I've been trying to figure it out for 2 months and finally have gotten the hang of it. And he's the expert. I'm just following his lead. So I have one person for us.
And I'll be honest with you, I'd love to collab with Neo Tokyo just because like when I first got into crypto, I had $4,000 to mint the Outer Citizen and I was waiting for it to clear in an exchange and I just couldn't mint. But, they're making moves in crypto gaming and it would be nice to have some of that alpha here if they're like willing to, collab with another community.
Well, I'm in there. I'm dropping it in our general chat regularly, so I'll keep doing that. If you want me to, I can start. I mean, I don't know how much of our channels are actually active. It seemed like one of the things I thought earlier when we were talking about cleaning it up, there's so many channels. I think streamlining it and having just a couple channels and then maybe building them back out later could be a benefit. But that's just one idea, and I'll follow your lead. Okay, I'm just trying to. I'll definitely do that. I just don't see a lot of action in there. Yeah, so I just wanted to get some buzz kind of going. If people drop in, they see active stuff that's of value happening. That's why I deferred to putting it there.
All right, cool. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the nodes. So as you guys know, we've got a bunch of those nodes. I asked Bud for an update, but basically we've minted those nodes, and we won't know how much is in there until the V2. But he did use $250 of the node stuff to mint them into NFTs, and then they're just basically waiting for the dashboard. New dashboard, and then we'll have a full nodes update there. So I've been pushing and pushing and pushing for the information, and that's what the answer was. So the next thing is the last thing actually. We're at the bottom of the list.
What nodes?
So,
what nodes
so
are those stacks?
We've got some natural commodity nodes.
I remember that. Got it. Okay, all good.
Yep, and then the last thing is the prop firm passing service. So, as you guys know, I do a lot of forex stuff as well, and I have a service available that we can do basically pass any size prop firm account for you. And we've tweaked it so we can get it done in an hour. So there's a list of ones that it works on and the others it doesn't work on. But one of the main ones is Cortana, that's what it's called. And I used the bot to pass that, and I received a payout from them this week because I was in profit on that account. So I see voice. I know.
Yeah,
You might
out
be
of
interested in
curiosity,
that.
for the prop firm, like what size was that? What size was that account? Was that like
This
a
was for my
wait,
one. It was for that Cortana one. It was a $25,000 prop firm. But
nice?
Basil has been doing a lot of them. He's used the service 3 times now, and he goes for a $200,000 account every time.
And I'm
So
I'm still trying to do my initial like I only started like a few weeks ago seriously. So like I've taken uh $50 and turned it into 80. So, just working on it.
yeah, but if you had a lot more capital to use, like prop firm money, you'd be doing you know what I mean, bigger numbers. If you've turned 30 into 80, if you that's basically you could do that on a $200,000 account and turn 200,000 into 300,000 even. You know what I mean? After they take their share and whatever for lending you the capital, that could $50,000. But yeah,
Yeah.
they are hard to pass. But we've got our ways of doing it. And yeah, 100% success rate. If it doesn't work, you get your money back basically. So that service is available. I'm gonna try and see if I can incorporate it somehow into Monkz, but it's as Dizzy knows because Dizzy was in the original server. It's a very close group. There's only 5 of us, and we're all over the world. They're personal friends of mine. So I need to try and see if I can make it maybe like a special for Monkz holders or something like that. But it's not just me that's doing it. If it was just me, I'd make it free for holders. But it's not something. Yeah, so we'll see what I can do there. Um, that's all I've got for announcements today. So the last week I brought up something about fractionalized real estate NFT project that I want to start out here in Thailand. So the update on that, I said it to you guys. I would update you after I met with my the person who wants to do it with me. So I actually didn't meet up with her last week, but I'm going to a crypto meetup on Thursday for me. So that is tomorrow. Um, and yeah, we're going to discuss it more there because I want to get this project started as soon as possible because yeah, I think it's got great potential. And if I can get in before the bull markets really kicks off, it will be very good. So I'll give you guys another update next week on that, how I go with that. And I want to sort of bring as many monks into it as possible, or maybe even make it a monks branch or a monks project somehow. If my business partner is down for that, because yeah, as everyone knows, we do have a lot of smart people in here, and I have connections to a lot of land out here. My Thai business partner is her father used to be the chief land officer for the whole of Phuket. So I find out about land deals before they even happen. And I've got a team of builders ready to go, basically. So yeah, more updates on that. If I can make that a Monks thing, I'll be so happy because that will bring some value. But the short and sweet version of this is Thailand, make an NFT project, or a token or something, buy land and build a house, rent it out on Airbnb or long-term rentals, depending if we get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, however many we can do, and then rent them out on Airbnb, and it creates a passive income stream and a timeshare sort of opportunity for whoever wants to invest. So I will give you guys more updates on that as they come. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to a crypto convention event with her tomorrow, and I'll be discussing things in detail with her there. So exciting things in the pipeline. I want to try and incorporate Monks in as many things as I can. Obviously, I love Monks. I'm here every day. I came in originally from Jang's Alpha group. Um, And yes, I've been here through the whole journey, and I don't want to go anywhere. So I don't want to see this project die. And that's why I turn up every week and try and get as much shit done as I can. Try and push people, get stuff done that they promise to do. So I'm for the community. I'm not for the owners. So I want to do as much as we can for you guys, so we can put some money in everyone's pocket. I want all Monkz holders to win. That's and that's all I really have for today's roundtable. Finished right on time. Does anyone have any closing comments before we can wrap it up?
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, those that use the salt button inherit the earth this bull run. What I just read, the last chapter of Trading in the Zone, was that profit taking is the hardest skill set for people to master. Shockingly. I lost everything last bull run. I literally lost it all, boys. It was up like at one point, like probably around 70 to 80K. Didn't cash out at all. Yeah.
And with that comment, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys for coming. The next event is Kale's AI event. That's tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. Thank you for everyone for contributing. Special thanks to JJ and Winter. All right, guys, have a good evening. See you next time. Peace.
Later.